Those people that push drugs that they jailed, if you check their name, majority of them are from southeast. They are bearing Igbo names. Because somebody will come out now and say, you see, you don't even like your brother that we are released. Is that the person who asked him to release for us?
Who will come out and say you don't like your
people
brother?
Will just wait. They are waiting.
Crime is crime.
I said, wait.
Regardless of where the person comes from.
I said, wait, somebody will call. They will send text message now and tell you that you are not even happy that Tinubu released some of your brothers. After now, you say that the man doesn't like the Southeasterners. You can see how these people just manipulate our psyche. Is that the people we told you to release for us so that they will come out and be selling drugs to our children and our kids and kin? The person will ask you to release for us. What happened? Why didn't you look in that direction?
Who is the person you're referring to?
Nnamdi Kanu.
But he's not yet being convicted.
Really?
He's only convicted by the president's
please, you have started again.
No, I haven't started anything now. You're a legal practitioner, sir.
There are people they entered nolly prosecute and said that they don't have a hand in their case again. They should go home. Is that not true?
That's a different...
Why can't they do the same thing for Nnamdi Kanu?
No,
even when the court have said so.
No, barrister, what I'm saying is this. Nnamdi Kanu has not yet been convicted.
Esther, you are repeating it again. I said there are people that the court did not convict and they entered nolly prosecute. Say they don't have a hand in this case. The man should go home. Is that not true?
But you can't categorize it along with
what else are you talking about? Can't they enter the same thing and say we don't have interest in this case again? Let the man go. Even when the court has spoken, Esther.
And that's a political resolution we're looking into.
For what? These other people they did it for. Was it political? No, tell me. These other people that they have been allowing to be doing what they are doing. No, please. That is one of the... I told you I don't like selectivity. Whenever you want to uphold justice, don't be selective. That is where people begin to read meaning into what you are doing. There is no reason why Nnamdi Kanu should be there up till now, and people are now trying to make political capital out of him. For what?
What are people making political capital out of him?
Can't you see it? Everybody now is now in Messiah. They are organizing this thing for Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody is now Nnamdi Kanu. He must come out.
Is it bad? Is that not a good thing?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you serious? It's a good thing.
Are you sure you're not sounding petty right now?
What?
Are you sure you're not sounding petty right now? I thought you would be happy about this.
Esther, please be very careful. Whenever you are doing this thing. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
Because indirectly now we are entering into Sowore's issue, Abi.
We are going to enter after this very short break. It's not a Sowore's issue.
No, hold on, Esther.
Sir.
Are you aware that Sowore don't have a good name before this federal government?
He doesn't have a good name.
He doesn't have a good name.
He's a controversial person.
Leave all those controversy, please. I said, has he not insulted Tinubu severally?
Yes,
including calling him a criminal. Is that not true?
Yes. Has
he not insulted Egbetoku, whom Tinubu elongated his tenure?
Yes.
Now tell me, on what ground will such a person go and face Tinubu and say release Nnamdi Kanu? And the Tinubu will listen to him. On what ground?
He's going to the National Assembly.
Hold on. Wherever he's going to. If you insult Tinubu or you're insulting the legislator, they are all the same thing, APC government. Now, if eventually this happen, will it not confirm what we are saying that Sowore is working for Tinubu?
Hold on, I'm coming. I wish you'd be here with us tomorrow. So I'm going to be speaking with him tomorrow to answer all of these questions.
Hold on, I'm coming now.
So if you have to counter something he's saying.
Listen to me. I said, if eventually this thing happen under Sowore, which I doubt, will it not confirm our fear that this young man is working for Tinubu? Because every other person that is known in Igbo land have gone for Nnamdi Kanu's release. They didn't listen. So if Sowore now go and they listen to him, do you think, in fact, they will even listen to it because of this thing I'm saying now? Because if he now does, it means that, so this man, you are working for Tinubu. Why did he not listen to you? He did not listen to Ohaneze president.
Why do you keep insisting? Why do you keep insisting on this line of thought?
Are you serious? I should not have been. I should not. Please listen very well.
Because a couple of people think it's a courageous thing that he's doing.
Leave that. All of us have courage.
You have courage. Why did you not spearhead? Why did you not spearhead the protest?
They will not come here.
Before Omoyele Sowore.
I am coming. Please listen to me. Very well.
I'm always listening to you, Barrister.
Esther. All this while that Sowore have been insulting P2B, on what ground was he insulting him? Or is Sowore in good time with P2B? How can you love me and you hate my children? Or you love my children and you hate me? And you claim that you love me? No, tell me. This facts I'm telling you, is that not something you should look at? I have told you that if the people actually love the Igbos, there are things they would have done in this level and say, yes, they love us so much. True of us. They love us so much. Not somebody trying to exploit a situation here to claim whatever. And I ask you, are you truly sure that Sowore will go to the federal government, either in Aso Rock or wherever, and they will not listen to him? This is somebody that have a case with them. Is that not a fact? On what ground will he not go there and they will listen to him? No, tell me. Or you just want to make noise and then pull crowd here and there that yes, you campaign for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Are you serious? Are you sure within your conscience that the federal government of Nigeria will listen to you, Sowore? With what you are doing with them, what they have done with them? No, can you do that? The man you call a criminal, you are going to beg him to release Nnamdi Kanu, and he will listen to you. And people will not read meaning into it. Look, I don't like people trying to be clever by half. Esther, you saw how many times the Igbos have been insulted and harassed in this Lagos. Did anybody come to their rescue? When Jagu was detained in Ajawa State here, did anybody protest for his release? It is not Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody want to make a political capital out of him, and you want me to sit down and clap for them. So this other effort that have been made in the past is not a waste, Abi. No, it is not a waste. Nobody in Igbo land has spoken in favor of Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody. It is only this.
Please, I want you to take your time, listen to this video to the end. So I want you to listen and leave your honest opinion. What do you think of this whole thing Sowore is doing? The protest is planning. It's already counted down protest. It counted down already. 20th of this month. Today is 14th of the month. So we have a couple of days from now. So what do you think? Do you really see Sowore is able to get Nnamdi Kanu out of that detention prison? Do you think so? Yes or no? Do you agree with this analysis from Barrister Darlington? Yes, so you are going to listen to the end of the video so that you get everything he said. You know what he's saying on this video. If you agree with him, yes or no. If you disagree, just leave your comments. Reasons why you say yes to his analysis. Reasons why you say no. Let us know, because the way this thing, or do you think just a political whatever? Do you think? Now let's watch the video. We'll come back and talk about it. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you get to see updates like this next time. Yeah, this video is very important. I want to beg you, please watch the video to the end. This is not just Sowore issue. It's a lot of issues we're going to listen to discuss on this video. Let's go and come back.
The department, they feel they need to reorganize Lagos. People cannot just come and erect structures anyhow without approval. When they ask them to regularize, they don't regularize. None of all that will take place anymore. Lagos is an urban cosmopolitan city, and they need to organize Lagos State. What would you say about that?
Look, if this thing is uniform, I will not bother myself.
Okay.
But when it turned into selectivity, there is cause to worry.
There's cause to worry.
Yes, in the entire Lekki Axis, everybody know what happened there whenever a small rain drop like this.
Okay.
The entire Lekki is flooded. And the people there have been calling on government concerning a particular structure, estate there that was built on the wrong places without drainage and all that.
Are you talking about the one in Ikota?
Yes.
If you look at those buildings, they were on the canal.
That is it. So who owns those buildings? Esther. Oh, you will not answer me now, Abi. Who owns those buildings? Is it Spirit? Why can't they start the demolition from there? It is even said that Dangote refinery is even causing most of the major flood there, because what's it called now? The environmental impact assessment was not done. It was not done. Most of those this in land there were sandfield, and of course, when it is time, the nature will take its course. Okay. By recovering its own water space. So why are they not talking about that place? Let the demolition start from there now. Then secondly, Esther, I will not support anybody, whether Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, or any other ethnic person who build without documentation or build on the wrong places. I will never support it. So whenever you want to start a property like that, please do your documentation properly. Then if the government even want to do anything now, you are qualified for compensation because you have your papers. That's what I've been telling my people. If you have been affected in this demolition and you know that you have your, please go to court.
No, but the problem is that you know how the judicial system is.
Esther,
it's very slow. The question is, you would have destroyed the properties before going to court.
That is it. Let them, even after the destruction, go to court. Do you have any other alternative? Are you going to fight the bulldozer? Will you fight the bulldozer? Take picture, take everything, all the witnesses, go to court, present it before the court. Let us see how the court will say that the Lagos State government is right. It is because the court have not placed a heavy fine on the Lagos State government. That's why they are doing whatever they are doing, even when they have been shown documentation and all that.
But Barrister, you know how it works here.
How it works?
This kind of thing. It takes years. Sometimes it takes a long time for matters to be resolved. But what does the person do? Let me give you an instance. Let me give you an instance. I have a shop. That's my only source of income, right? This kind of thing happens. I do not know where else to go. Now you're telling me to go to court. That's another expenditure. That's another expenses. The thing is, why not let me know that you are coming to demolish my property? Let me take my goods out. At least let me save that one first before any form of demolition.
The damage has been done. Calculate it. When you are claiming damage, that is what you are going to claim. What they destroyed. As long as you have pictures and evidence and documentation, the court will listen to you. That's what. Don't just assume. You sit and assume that the court will be biased and all that. No. Go to court first. Let us hear what the court have to say with your documents. That's what I've been telling my people. Is there any alternative? There's no alternative now. Since they have done it, go to court and challenge what they have done. Because fighting now will result into another thing. And then maybe from there, the court will now, look into what the government is doing seriously. But like I said, this thing is not uniform.
Okay.
It's not uniform. They are being selective here. That is my worry. That one Yoruba man's property was involved. It does not qualify for all the hundreds of Igbo property that have been damaged. So don't come and tell me that one Wale or one Abiodun is one. But in numbers, who are the worst hit here? Severally. Who are the worst hit? So please, when this thing happens, go and challenge it in court. No matter how long it takes, judgment will come. And you are going to get all your claims. You will get it. That's what I'm saying. There are no other alternative. Then two, Esther.
Yeah.
And this is very serious.
Okay.
Nigerians and Lagosians should sympathize with Sanwo-Olu.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
All right.
Yes. They should sympathize with Sanwo-Olu as the governor of Lagos State.
Okay.
The man is not finding it easy.
Well, why did you say that?
Since, listen very well.
Listening very well.
Ever since somebody came from Abuja and told him that his sins are forgiven, that was when I know that Sanwo-Olu is not in charge. Most of these things, he may not even be in the know.
Okay.
He may not. Seriously. The Sanwo-Olu that I know, I told you, I know this man from childhood in Akerele. Very quiet, humble, easygoing person.
Sanwo-Olu?
Yes. I said we grew up in Akerele Street. I'm from number 4. Himself number 11. And he wasn't like this. So I don't know how politics will now make him to be a wicked person. It's not possible. So something is happening that people are not even aware of. He's not in charge. Ever since that thing happened with Obasa and the Lagos State Assembly, have you been hearing Sanwo-Olu's voice in maybe in important public fora or whatever? Have you been?
Okay, so I need to understand where you're coming from. You're saying that people whose properties have been demolished or the recent demolitions ongoing, Nigerians should still feel for...
Oh, you are not getting me.
Okay, I
said, okay. Yes, he's the governor of Lagos State. Okay. He may not be in the know of these properties that are being demolished in a federal government structure.
He may not know.
He may not know. He's talking of state here. He may not, and I gave you my reasons. He may not know. This federal government affair now.
Is that not indicting? No, if it's federal government affair, how is it federal government affair?
Because those belong to federal government.
Is it the one in Aspanda?
Both FEDTAC and Aspanda.
But, all federal government. Did you hear that the federal government said they were not aware of that demolition?
Oh my God! Look, leave all those deniers, please. Leave all those deniers. It's not possible.
It's not possible.
I said it's not possible. Leave all those deniers. That's
but you heard all the reports from the state government coming to clarify that they can do it's in their land. It's in Lagos State. It's within the jurisdiction of the state government.
Why are you not telling me that they said they are not aware?
I didn't say that. I mean the federal government. They said they are not aware. That is also rock.
What are you expecting? Look, Esther, you forgot that there is a board supervising Aspanda. Put in place by the federal government. Two of us. So how can such a thing happen and they are not aware? When they tell you like Esther, don't go to bank with it or the check will bounce. You are seeing something here. So those boards in Aspanda, what are they doing? Their hands are even tied. They may not even know. That's what I'm telling you here. This person will deny. This person will deny. The best thing for you to do, go to court with your documents. Go to court. The truth will come out when you go to court. That's what I'm telling you here. Now that the state is denying, federal is denying. So is it spirit that did it? Is it spirit? That's what I'm telling you here. So Sanwo-Olu may not be the person because this is a federal government matter. All the actions they may be taking from federal, you may not even know. That's the truth. And I gave you my reasons. How can a state governor who is in charge of the state, somebody will now come from all the way from Abuja and tell you that your sins are forgiven in a state where you govern? What does that tell you? Who forgives sin the last time I checked? Is it not God? So now that the man don't want to commit another sin, that's why he just let me manage and leave office.
But the Lagos State government defense of the demolition of structures in Festac 6th Avenue is, according to them, according to what they're saying, that they're enforcing urban planning laws, clear illegal developments, and restore order and safety in the society, and that the demolitions are necessary to remove buildings that obstruct infrastructure and are structurally defective or lack proper approvals, and are part of the government's broader efforts to ensure public safety and improve the city's aesthetics. Though some affected traders claim they received insufficient notice, the government maintains that it is acting under the authority of the law and is committed to enforcing compliance with planning regulations across the state. So they're clearing illegal and unsafe structures. Obviously, they're enforcing planning and building laws. They're restoring order and safety. They're adhering to state regulations. Now, the affected residents, their concerns are lack of adequate notice, loss of investments, questionable due process. So what is the next step? Dialogue with government. But the problem is this: dialoguing with government isn't not supposed to come up before the demolition. What are you dialoguing when demolitions have already taken place? If this is a drastic measure of the government. Secondly, if the government is asking them to present their documents for regularization, if they have the proper documentation for those structures, did the state government reach out to them and they did not adhere before they came and did what they did? Or do some of them actually do have regularized, updated document for those structures? Because sometimes, if they don't have it, you're suggesting they go to court. They may not proceed to court because they don't have the required documents.
Then why did you not put up structure in the wrong places, Esther?
Or we should ask, when the structures were being put up, was nobody seeing it to tell them don't do that?
Esther, ignorance is not an excuse in law. Let us face facts here. Why would you go and build in the wrong places? Look, if you give bribe to a state official who is in office today, what happens if he leaves office tomorrow? What happens if he leaves office tomorrow? That is what is going on here. The people that are demolishing this may not be the people that gave them the permit. That's the truth. And we have been telling these people, don't do penny wise, pound foolish. Whenever you want to, anything that has to do with land, please consult your lawyer. He will help you to do the search, give you the necessary advice. You know, when they give you advice, you don't even know the value and the quality. Do you know that little advice a lawyer will give you, don't know the value until you act out of ignorance? Are you telling me that if they're giving a lawyer small money and say, look, this place, don't go there. They are thinking that, why should I give a lawyer money when I can go and talk to government official? You can see. That is the issue here. People, most times, they don't even patronize lawyers to tell them, give them the quality advice they need. And that's why most of these things are happening. Because a lawyer will definitely go and do search at Alausa before you can start building. A lawyer will tell you that, because that's the first thing he will do. But most times, these guys, they prefer to deal with government officials that will leave office tomorrow than talking to a lawyer who will help them to do the proper due diligence.
But you know that when it comes to things like this, there's no compensation.
If you don't have papers.
Yes, but yes, if you don't have papers. If you have like the one that happened at Trade Fair, the state government is saying they're not compensating.
If you don't have, that's why they must go to court to Esther. Court will look at it and confirm. The document that when somebody sign it, there must be a name attached to it. Yes, now.
Okay, so what happens to those persons?
Where did they pay money? Okay. There must be a receipt.
All those persons in the government agency that give approvals for this structure that the government is saying is illegal, or that they're trying to cleanse the city from illegal structures and for aesthetics. Those persons, either they were working in the government or they're no longer working there. Who will prosecute them? Would they be apprehended? Would they be investigated?
Court will order for them to appear before.
Multi-court order for them to appear.
Of course, it's the court that will invite them. Will they go on their own?
So what I'm saying
when the matter gets to
I just told you something last week that I remember when the Commissioner of Environment, when he just started his position as a Commissioner of Environment in Lagos State, Tokunbo Wahab, when they wanted to demolish some structures that they said was blocking the drainages, he said that I'm telling you, some structures way back. I think that was during the first term of this this second term of what's his name, the Lagos State governor. No, not Ambode.
Fashola.
Not Fashola.
Who again?
Sanwo-Olu. The second term, the first phase of his second term.
Still in second term.
Yes, still in the second term. Saying that the Commissioner for Environment, Tokunbo Wahab, said that some of the documents that were presented were actually updated. And he too wondered that who were the persons that gave and authorized these documents. He too said it. They were updated, approved documentation for those structures. So my question is that even before you go to court and those documents are presented, what happens to those persons that approve, that sign from the seat of the government?
The punishment will be meted out by the court, not
after the person's property has been
destroyed. All this thing you are saying now, it will not hold well. They may not be in office by now. They may not be. It is the court that will ask for them. Yes, the court will ask police to go and find out where they are and bring them before, and then let them explain why they issue such document and all that. That is the work of the court. You cannot on their own say they should punish them. Who are you to do that? It is the court. Maybe from there, then other people that are in office now, they will learn a lesson. That's what I'm telling you here. You can't just act on your own. These guys, if they don't go to court, this thing will continue. That's the truth. If they don't go to court and challenge this thing may continue in the name of rebuilding Lagos. Meanwhile, the real places where these things are happening, where it is endemic, nobody looking there now. Esther, nobody. That have I not given you examples here? So that place is the only place they need to rearrange and all that. No problem. If they want bring back the face of Lagos according to them, no problem. But it should be holistic. Don't be selective. Esther, don't be selective. I've been saying it. That is my worry here. I'm not talking because it's Igbo or whoever. Anywhere. And I've given you examples with Lekki, the supposed highbrow area. Is it not an embarrassment that place, the residents run away from their house when small rain drop like this? Lekki. Imagine.
The planning of that place.
That will tell you. All the people that own property there, who are they? Esther, who are they? Why can't they demolish those properties? Why can't they demolish it? I need to tell her that yes, they are not selective. I don't like this type of behavior. Each time they will draw attention to something we want to forget. They want to draw attention to something we want to forget. That Lekki, in fact, at a point, they say most of the buildings they estate there, they are defective. They don't have proper permit and all that. They said it. Yet, no demolition. Esther, no demolition. Oh. So what does that tell you? You left the real leprosy that is worrying us and you are treating rashes. Did you hear of flood in Festac? When last did you hear that flood carried all the houses in Festac? That place is not a flood prone area now. So what is the problem here? Or that in Aspanda, the market, all their goods to flood have carried all of them away because of what? Wrong structures and all that. Did you hear such a thing? You can see. But if we want to interrogate this, they say you are being tribalistic. Have you heard that flood carried all the properties in Aspanda or in Festac? That because people build on the drainage, the water is not flowing. Have you heard such a thing before? But where it is happening, where it is endemic, nobody have gone there to demolish any building.
All right, Barrister, we have quite a lot to look into today. Kelvin Oniara Ezigbe, the convicted kidnapper behind the abduction of human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Michael Zekome, in 2013, has had his jail sentence reduced under the presidential pardon granted by President Bola Tinubu. Ezigbe was among the 175 persons granted clemency following the National Council of States approval. Now, it was being confirmed by the Presidential Aide on Information and Strategy, Mr. Bayo Onanuga. Now, that's not the only thing, too, that caught the attention of a lot of Nigerians. Apparently, this particular individual who is known as selling weapons to militants, a Nigerian major, granted clemency to Major Suleiman Alabi Akubo, a senior officer of the Nigerian Army who was sentenced to life imprisonment for selling weapons to terrorists. Let me not even call militants per se. Also, his sentence has been reduced. Now, if you recall Sunday Jackson, who was convicted by the Supreme Court to be killed for defending himself from a Fulani terrorist, who was not given any presidential pardon. We've heard some international calls in representation for Sunday Jackson to be released and given pardon. Everybody has a right to self-defense, but he was not part of the list. So could it be because Sunday Jackson did not have any political connection? Because a couple of persons think these individuals have some political connection. For example, Miriam Sanda, who murdered her husband, was also given clemency. So there have been different talks about what the president did with this clemency, especially those who are into drugs and all. There are several talks about it. Barrister Darlington, what's your take on this? Esther,
did you remember when Abba Kyari was the chief of staff to Buhari?
Yes.
Under his watch, Abba Kyari, yes. This man offered 150 appointments to people, including junior ministers, that Buhari was not aware of. He did it on his own. It was when Gambari took over after his death, after the death of Abba Kyari, that this list were discovered in his drawer, and Gambari exposed it. 150 names.
That means president is not
they
aware?
passed through him and not to Buhari. The same thing I suspect is happening here, because I don't think Tinubu read through all those names.
I was saying the same question yesterday.
Those names must have bribed their way into that list. Those names. And with these drug boys, they have a lot of cash. Some of them are even living like Lord inside the prisons. And so when the news broke, they must have called somebody, who now called somebody.
But Barry said, the president said he's very much aware of activities. The president said he's very much aware of activities within his cabinet and his administration. In other words, anyone thinking that he has a set of persons doing stuff behind him and possibly he doesn't know how to make decisions, the person is just being self-delusional.
Then how can you tell me that a president of a country, God Almighty, will deliberately release kidnappers, armed robbers, drug pushers,
murderers,
forgive them state pardon? Please, where does that happen? No, without any explanation other than that they have repented. And I ask myself, please, how do you repent inside prison?
People repent inside prison.
No, these particular drug pushers, that's their business. That's why they were jailed. Do they have the freedom to be plying their trade inside prison? Is it not because there is no way for them to be doing? That's why they seem that they have repented. If they come out now, what business are they going to do, Esther? They will start going to farm, Abi, when their mouth is already wide. You want to tell me that night they will not close their street in celebration with parties, and their friends outside will not rehabilitate them immediately they come out? Look, you are making things worse, because if this type of thing continue, Nigeria may turn into Latin America, Colombia, Puerto Rico, all those places. In fact, the whole of the entire Latin American states, that is where drug barons install governments. That is drug barons. They put president in place, and when they feel like they remove him, all they need is to activate their financial machinery, and you are gone. They have the military guys in their payroll. So, with the money they have made from drugs, they can unseat a government. Esther, do you know that some of these people that were released on pardon, You remember the drug bust at Ikorodu before the election last year? Yeah. I mean, in 2023, that biggest cocaine bust in the history of this fight in Nigeria, and in fact in the whole of West Africa. Some of them were involved. I'm talking of container load. They said that thing cost over 150 billion naira street price. They just brought out a few of those things to show that they have destroyed it. The rest is disappeared. Remember, somebody traveled abroad, and then when he came back, something now happened. There was a meeting somewhere, and that was the last we heard of that thing. If I were NDLEA chairman, Buba Marawa, I should just resign. There's no need, because all the effort is now in vain. Imagine those people now; they'll be mocking them. Say, look at you. You think you can put us in prison now? Of course, they will even call NDLEA people and say, "Oh boy, I'm back. Oh, I don't come out. Oh, They will make a mockery of them whether you like it or not. And what will you do? That's a fact. If I were that man, I would just resign simply because it is of no use. Or even this one they just arrested in Kano just 2 days ago. You think he will stay there for too long? So I am not surprised. Do you know my worry here? The real people that need this amnesty or pardon, nobody look their way. Awaiting inmates in prisons all over Nigeria, they are more than those inmates who have been sentenced and convicted. They are more. They are those, they don't even have a file. Maybe police will just arrested them because they could not pay money another day, so you go and stay there. They throw them inside there. Why can't the president ask for those people? They are the real poor, the real unknown people, the real unsung people, the real helpless people that are in detention for nothing. Why not ask for them and say, come, these people that are waiting, what have they done exactly that I see here? If it's a useless case of wandering, maybe pickpocket, to fighting, area boy behavior and all that, you ask them to go home or do community service. But Esther, they will never release such people because they don't have a name. You think all these lists, it happened for nothing? No. They paid money for their name to be included. Barrister, what evidence do you have? Yes, you asked me that, but I'm telling you now, why should you release all these other people? These other people that are already made. You know what it means to be a drug baron? Is it a business of small boys? So they don't have money. In general, when you're saying that there is a possibility that the president was not aware of the names of the crimes, the crimes that were convicted of, because the higher percentage of those that got 28%, no 29.2%, were those that were into one drug activity or the other. Kidnapping, murder, and it's a dark veil on his administration. So Abubakar says yesterday he tweeted in response to this, in reaction to this, that what does this say about your administration, considering the controversy you have related to this? And a couple of people are tying one or two things together by saying this is 2027 loading, this is what the plan is, this is they're already attaching different things. Now the thing is, if the president has done his presidential pardon despite the complaints, will he retract his pardon? He may not. He may not. Like I told you, I don't think he will sit down and go through that list and ask them, what did this person do? What offense did he commit? He believed and trusted his attorney general. Yes, if anybody should know it is the attorney general. And I'm sure each of these people, their case file must be with him for him to know what they have done and another. So why did you approve it for Tinubu? On what ground? But the president signed it. No, he signed it because he trusted what the attorney general have done. It's the attorney general who should vet those names. And the crimes they committed. Exactly. So if he now approve it and say the president should sign, what thing concern Tinubu there? He will sign it now. He will sit down and be reading one name from 1 to 100. Because the African Democratic Congress, they're condemning it. They're condemning the recent clemency. They portrays Nigeria as a country sympathizing with drug dealers before the international community. Bolaji Abdullahi was one who said it. He said he finds this as a pathetic and an immense national disgrace, the recent presidential pardon and clemency granted to several convicted criminals by President Bola Tinubu, and that these pardons also send reverberations beyond Nigeria's border. The undercourt are standing among global partners in the fight against drug trafficking and give the unfortunate impression to the rest of the world that our country under President Tinubu has particular sympathy for drug dealers and that Nigeria is a risk-free jurisdiction for traffickers in narcotics. And we've seen the effort being made by the NDLEA to cut down the trafficking of drugs and how they have done concerted efforts to apprehend this individual. So after they've apprehended them and found them guilty and they go to prison, are we saying in some distant future someone can just come and give them clemency if we're actually calling on the death penalty? Because that's one of the bills they want to pass on, death penalty for those who peddle drugs, fake drugs and drugs in general. You see, we are setting a very bad precedent here, seriously, because very soon, in fact, before 2031, they may give amnesty to rapists, ritualists, the real armed robbers, Because when you now come and say, after all, the drug pushers, you are giving amnesty, why can't they give us? All manner of criminals that are serving jail time, they will give them amnesty. And people say, this man is very kind, though. He's a very generous man, oh. You know, he has a make of a human kindness flowing in him, oh. That is why he did all those things. Esther, this one now, are you serious? I don't like this type of behavior, seriously. I don't like it. Is there any reason that Sowore can give me today that, yeah, based on so reason, when he talk to Tinubu, he will listen to him? Is it possible? This is somebody you have abused and insulted. Not once, not twice. So how do they listen to you? Or you are going there to jeopardize our chances?
Well, Barrister, I do hope you will join us tomorrow because I would like you to say some of these things to.
Tell him if you call. He wouldn't want anybody to join him. I know him. He wouldn't. He doesn't want.
Why? Why would you say you don't want anybody to join him?
Sowore is very dictatorial. He doesn't want to listen to any other person. Sowore doesn't like to listen to any other person except himself. Except himself. Have you ever seen him being interviewed with somebody else? He will not. Ask him.
Do you have personal beef with him?
Ask him whether he will join me. Look, Esther, I don't like this man to think that there's nobody in the Southeast except him.
No, it's not about. Okay, so
what are you telling me?
Why you, Barrister? Why have you not advocated for a protest?
I've not been talking here. I've not been talking here.
You have been talking, but you've not organized a protest.
I have not been talking here.
You've not organized. You've not said you want to walk the march to
other things I've done behind closed doors. I should come and tell you so that I will clap for myself.
But Barrister, behind closed doors have not been working.
Is that not what they told us? That we should go and do closed door meeting with the presidency, and then so that this thing will have an effect. Is that not what they've been telling us? And we have been following that route.
Thank God.
And we have been following that route.
Thank God. This chair is sinking.
In fact, I don't know. Well, let's change the topic.
Your chair is sinking.
In fact, all of a sudden, now they told us to do it, and we have been doing it like that peacefully and quietly. You want them to derail it now, and they will not say, the Igbos have brought Biafra. Want to do this? Want to do Esther? From hindsight and from what has happened before, what I'm saying, does it not make sense to you? If this thing should now turn outrage, this protest now, Esther, who will defend the Igbo man? Have they been able to defend us before?
Barrister, we'll take a very short.
Do you know the war was fought?
Wait, Barrister, we'll take a very short. Now focus on that and look at Mahmoud Yakub, the former INEC chair, about the electoral fraud that was committed under his administration and what he had to say about it. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up with just, I don't know if you listen to the World News at 6. I would like to play this for you because there's this angle that a couple of Nigerians, a couple of persons are looking at it from that he may have garnered more support of Peter Obi's supporters to himself because based on the recent outing he went for, he was really being hailed and a lot of persons loved what he did, and he was even given a title for that. But a couple of people think it's the right initiative. He's not looking for one person. He's asking Nigerians, regardless of your tribe or religion, to join in this quest. It is all about justice. Okay, let's take a listen to him. Hear the excitement advocating and the as he was advocating the call for the galvanization, mobilization of all and sundry to join in this work to Aso Rock in Abuja. Even asked them to possibly close their shops, to show a strength of solidarity. He was in company of Aloy Ejimako, one of the lead counsels to Nnamdi Kanu, along with Michael Akbar, another legal activity. Something that has gotten quite a cross section of Nigerians talking, not just in Nigeria, even outside the country. People are now really looking into the conversation. Are you saying it's not a positive feat?
Esther, did you remember when Buhari came to the Southeast when he was in office and the issue of Nnamdi Kanu was raised before him by Igbo Ohaneze? What did he tell her? That whenever the court decides about Nnamdi Kanu, he will not have a hand in it, And thank God, under his watch, Nnamdi Kanu was asked to go by the court. Who now brought him back into detention? Was it not the same Buhari?
Yeah.
Who told you that whatever the court will say, he will abide by it? Esther,
sir,
these people now that Tinubu release without any protest from their people, without any riot, without any representation.
Paris, are you not supposed to be encouraging Nigerians?
I am coming. Hold on. I am coming now.
The only thing, though, Paris, talented.
I have told you. Look, there's something I told you which you are not even looking at.
Okay.
There is no government on this earth that does something under force. Nobody. Okay. No government can be pressurized to do something that they don't want to do. Nobody. I am telling you what is a fact here. You can never pressurize government to do something. That means that government will see itself as being weak and all that. You don't do that. That is why I'm saying that there are measures that the Igbo people are following. Why not exhaust it before this your so-called whatever? And I've asked you here, with what I told you about Sowore and the federal government, Can he bring results from what he wants to do? Will the federal government listen to a person like him?
Barrister, let me remind you
it will never happen.
So the last court appearance that Nnamdi Kanu came to court, where the court asked him to open defense, immediately after that court, his legal team actually organized a press conference. They addressed the press, and for the very first time or the second time, they were brazen with their expression. They said that they called on the Southeast governors, they called on the traditional leaders. They are saying, why are their voices not being heard? Why are they not advocating for the release of Nnamdi Kanu?
Esther, you have started. Hold on. I am coming. Please, hold on. I said I will not allow you to go there. Listen.
No, why wouldn't you allow me to go there?
Because it doesn't add up.
How does it add
up? Hold on. I said, hold on. These other people that they released, how many people protested on their behalf before they were released?
Okay, why were the legal counsels to Nnamdi Kanu crying out? Why were they calling on the governors? Why were they calling on the traditional leaders? They're not speaking out for Nnamdi Kanu.
That is the narrative.
Whose narrative?
When you say such a thing, it means that you don't recognize all the effort that have been made by the Southeasterners.
He said that they have been saying they're making efforts, but that the efforts are not good enough. Are you aware that there are some Southeasterners who don't want him to be released? Don't say leave it. This is the reality.
This is the truth. Why? Don't go there.
Why do you say don't go there?
If they want to release Nnamdi Kanu, even the entire Southeastern cannot stop them. I don't want this type of narrative. Seriously,
it's not a narrative.
It is now.
It is not a narrative. It is what this lawyer said publicly in the media.
Propaganda.
It's not propaganda.
The people don't want Nnamdi Kanu to come back.
It's not propaganda.
Esther,
the lawyers themselves said it. It is not propaganda.
Leave what those are saying, please. It doesn't add up.
It doesn't add up.
Simon Egba, you saw how the entire Igbo shouted that he should be prosecuted.
Yes.
Was it not done?
It was done by the British government.
Good. Why are we not shouting that Nnamdi Kanu should be prosecuted? Since we don't know what we are doing. No, mention that Igbo person that have come out and say Nnamdi Kanu should not be released. Mention the person's name. Esther, but we said it openly here that Simon Egba must be prosecuted either in Nigeria or in Finland. Openly on the platform. At a point, the young man was saying that he is going to pinch my mouth, that I'm talking too much about him. He was spreading my picture all over the world. Simon Egba is on record. So what are you saying? Mention that person that is from it that said he doesn't want it.
Nnamdi Kanu's legal counsel themselves.
I said leave that thing. The other one that people said they should release him. The other one people have said that you can't mention those words now, Esther. You cannot mention that one now. Mention the people that said Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Mention their name too.
Barrister, what a couple of Nigerians are saying is that even if there is a political tone to the whole thing, but it's a good clarion call, that why don't you?
I am saying that somebody should not exploit the Igbos because of this thing.
I am saying
that is what Sowore is doing, because there are so many things the Igbos have suffered in this Lagos and in this Nigeria that Sowore never even rise up to defend them, especially in this Lagos. There are so many things the Igbos have suffered in Nigeria and in this Lagos. Sowore or anybody have never come up and said no, this is too much, we don't want it. Right. But because of this particular one that are entered into politics, everybody now want to lash onto it.
Well, but we'll be speaking with Omoyele Sowore tomorrow to counter all of this talk. We'll ask him all of these questions. How I heard a couple of people think he's working for the government, is a deliberate distraction, it's a possibility of taking the votes of support of Peter Obi to himself. A couple of persons are now looking to him to say he's bold and brazen. That's kind of leadership they need.
That's what they did.
Compared to how Peter Obi's attitude is towards political issues. Nigeria needs somebody firm, somebody that can do something outrageous. And, so we're going to look into all of that tomorrow with
when there was ENSA protest, Sowore ran away to UK.
He ran away to UK.
He ran away. Listen very well. When DSS were looking for him, the day he came back at the airport, it was Tinubu's wife that made a phone call and said that nobody should touch him. They cleared the way and he entered Nigeria. True or false? Esther, tell me I'm lying now. Tell me I'm lying.
I'm not updated.
Really? This same Sowore went to go and sit where they prepared for Sowore to sit down in a function in this Lagos, and they told him to stand up, that place is for the governor. He said they should go and look for another seat for the governor that he's going to sit down here. Can you try it as an Igbo man? Try it. Esther, try it and see what will happen to you. Whether they will not call you a terrorist that you want to murder the governor. No, try it now. Who called the Tinubu a criminal? When no court said so, and he's still walking about. I said try it now and see whether they will not put you in a dungeon where there will be no air. No, who went to court against Egbetoku's elongation, calling him illegal IGP? Did the court call him illegal IGP? Did the court mention that court that said that IGP Egbetoku is an illegal IGP, is occupying an illegal office? So you know, except
not trusting this court.
I am telling you the person that you now want to be the Messiah of the Igbos. That's what I'm trying to. I want to give you his profile.
That he wants to be Messiah.
Yes, he wants to exploit the position of Nnamdi Kanu now, and I want to say yes.
But they've been friends for a long time. He said it himself.
I said leave that thing. I don't ask you. Other things the Igbos have suffered in Lagos here. Why didn't he protest?
Barrister
why didn't he?
He has been speaking on quite.
He has not been speaking on our behalf
concerning inequality and imbalance.
What I'm saying is that look, if you have a father in Abraham, you are not likely to go to hell, no matter what you do. It's a biblical proverb. If your father is Abraham will not be there and see his children go to hell. All these things that Sowore have committed, Did Nnamdi Kanu even say 1/4 of those things or commit 1/4? And he's walking about free. All the cases he have been talking about, each time they arrest him, they give him bail, the matter will die a natural death. Mention one case that Sowore has gone in and served a prison term. Just mention one.
You said what?
One case that Sowore have committed and they go in and serve a prison term for that case.
So the incarceration that he was
incarcerated. I said, you didn't hear me. I said where he was properly convicted and sent to jail. Mention one. Except when they arrest him, they will grant him bail. He will come out and even commit more. No, tell me now. No, tell me. Those of you that are telling.
I really wish you'd be
mention
here.
One and I mention one. Tell me one.
I really wish you'd be here tomorrow because I really want to hear you.
He is hearing me. He's hearing me. This thing is on YouTube. He will listen to it.
He will listen to it.
He will listen to it.
You don't want to have a face off with him.
No, if you invite me, I will come. Oh, I've been waiting for it, but he will not allow it. Don't tell him I'm coming. He will not come.
I should not tell him.
I said tell him I'm coming. He will not come. Is this the first time? Is it the first time? Because we need to interrogate this properly. Not everybody claiming that the Igbos. What do we suffer? Is it not the federal government that have deliberately suppressed a very hard-working, diligent race in the whole of Africa? Every time everybody make us look as if we are slaves, we don't know what to do. Imagine somebody coming out to say Igbos, that all the governors should come, we will take them to Aso Rock to go and protest.
Since the backdoor meeting,
who told you that? Who told you? Let him tell me that person that will come out and say, I don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released.
So you don't believe that there are some Southeastern who don't want him to be released? You don't believe that there are some politicians in the Southeast who want him?
They are the people holding him.
Which people are the people?
Let them go and release him. The same way they release Sowore, let them release Nnamdi Kanu. That's what we are saying.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a reaction. The conversation is already.
Now I'm asking you a sincere question. Be sincere to yourself. Do you see Sowore as somebody who is capable of getting Nnamdi Kanu out of that detention? Yes or no? Why do you think so? If he is capable, and why do you think he is not capable to getting out? If you have any different view, opinion, contrary to what Barrister Darlington said, please write it on that comment section so that we know if you disagree, agree, reasons why you disagree, reasons why you agree. You see, let me tell you something. Some people say this is a political move, this and that. And again, do you think Soludo will come and join Sowore on this protest? Do you think so? A sitting governor protesting against this president? You know fully well that who the president is. Do you think Alex Oti will join? No. Do you think Peter Obi will join? No. Do you think these people have not been working politically as a political resolution? They are not been working, doing a lot to get Nnamdi Kanu out? Do you think so? Yes or no? A lot of discussions, a lot of meetings, a lot of things has been going on. Everybody could testify to that. And if Sowore able to get Nnamdi Kanu out, what do you think about the Igbos? That means they are not serious. That's what you will say. They are not serious. They are not been doing a lot to get their brother out. What do you see? The whole issue. Now, that's what I'm asking. Do you think Sowore have the capacity, and Tinubu is going to listen to him based on his whole problem with the Tinubu and a lot of issues at hand? Do you think? I doubt. Yes, everybody needs to do anything possible, humanly possible, to get Nnamdi Kanu out. No doubt. It's just because of the way people are going about it. Sowore is going about it, and yeah, that's what people are talking about based on the person you are talking to, like the president he said you are talking to. That's the problem here. If Sowore can get Nnamdi Kanu out, fine, congratulations, kudu. But if you cannot, the only thing is you say you try, you've done your best. That's where it ends. You tried, you've done your best. Okay, why didn't you do this? Since anybody who comes after you, why didn't you do? You have done it, all those things. Yeah, you've done your part. This is all you could do. This is where your power reached. You don't fit do otherwise. And now people are saying that Sowore is taking over obedient movement. Sowore is now doing a lot than Peter Obi. People are now queuing behind Sowore than Peter Obi. People should just focus on making Sowore the president and things like that. For me, Sowore does not have the capacity does not have the capacity yet to be the president of this country. Not even 2027, not 2031. Sowore does not have the capacity yet, based on the country we find ourselves. Yes, and with the way election is being conducted, so Sowore does not have the capacity yet. Do I say Sowore does not qualify? Do I say he does not have the capacity as in qualification, or the competent? He's not competent enough? No. Everything you could think of as qualifications, competent, character, capacity, he is qualified, is able. But because of the way with the country we find ourselves, the way in which election is being conducted in this country, that's what I'm saying. Now, if you ask me, who would you prefer to be the candidate, to be the president of this country? 2 persons or 3, if I have the power, the capacity to single-handedly make somebody the president, number 1, Peter Obi. After Peter Obi, either 4 years, 1 term, or 8 years, as the case may be. After Peter Obi, then we'll make sure we're the next president. So when Peter Obi start laying the foundations, you don't already see where the country is going. The foundations has been laid. You know the kind of building you are building. 4 years is enough for you to know the kind of system Peter Obi is bringing in, the kind of politics he want to play. That 4 years. Then after, so we will not continue with the foundations that somebody has already laid down. That's why I said number 1, Peter Obi. Number 2, so will. Then after, the 3rd person is Baba Ahmed. That's Baba Ahmed. Those 3. If me, I have the capacity to make anybody president. These 3 of them are the 1, 2, 3. After these 3 of them, before the 3 of them finishes their 8-year tenure, this country would have become great. This country would have become great before these 3 persons finishes their tenure as a president. 8 years. This country would have 24 years. This country would have become great. Yes. So because of the country we found ourselves, that's why we are talking like this. So does it have the capacity? This and that. That is it. So we listen. Now we are waiting for the result. 20th of this month. Let's see how it goes. If Sowore is able to get Nnamdi Kanu out, congratulations, kudos. If you can, you don't have anything to lose here. Actually, you've done your best. You've done your part. You did very well. So for others coming out to join you, carrying placards, joining you in protests, the sitting governors, those, they can't join you. No, I mean, I already know that they can't join you. Yes, they might give you the support you needed in terms of all those miscellaneous, you understand, logistics. Yeah, they can support you, give you all the support. But for them to come openly carry, no, that one, no. That's why some they say no, you shouldn't. They won't do that so that they will not jeopardize the process of releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Do you understand? So that's how I see it. So what do you think? Do you think this president will listen, or let's see how it goes? But please leave your honest opinion, your honest comment towards this. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the notification button so I get to see a video like this next time. I'll be your guy. Run out for me now. Subscribe. Thank you very much.